Retinoid explained. If you want to know how to get smooth, radiant skin without peeling, or why your age-reversing serum is making your face burn, you are in the exact right place. Today, we are talking about vitamin A, commonly known as retinoids. Think of retinoids as the ultimate multi-purpose treatment. On the surface, they sweep away dullness, fade dark spots, and smooth out rough texture. Deep down, they boost fresh collagen, smoothing fine lines and clearing breakouts all at once. But when your skin is already stressed, this powerful ingredient can easily trigger a setback. Whether you've been terrified to try vitamin A or using it quietly without a single breakout, and especially if you're currently nursing a red, stinging face, you aren't doing anything wrong. Your body is just navigating a lot. Welcome to the Clinical She. Today, we're taking a smooth, simple path through your biology. First, we will break down the vitamin A cheat sheet so you know whether to choose retinol, retinal, or tretinoin. Next, we will cover an essential safety checkpoint for pregnancy, nursing, and doctor-approved alternatives. After that, we'll dive into how stress, cortisol, and hormones impact your skin barrier. We will pause for a truthful look at why skin pain is never proof of progress. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a gentle 3-step night routine designed for beginners and pros alike. So that leads us right into part 1, the vitamin A cheat sheet. Most skincare products sit on the surface like a coat of paint. Retinoids, which are simply the different forms of vitamin A, do something completely unique. They act like a manager walking into a factory. They directly tell your skin to clear out old pores, smooth fine lines, and build fresh collagen deep down. But your cells can only read one specific form of vitamin A, retinoic acid. On store shelves, you will mostly see 3 options. First is retinol, spelt with an O at the end. Retinol is gentle and slow. Your skin has to convert it twice to turn it into active retinoic acid. This makes it the safest starting point if you've never used it before. Second is retinol, spelled with an A at the end. Retinol is the sweet spot. It converts just once, working up to 11 times faster than regular retinol to boost firmness and glow without causing intense stinging. And third is tretinoin. This is prescription-strength retinoic acid that goes to work immediately. But it carries a high risk of heavy peeling, raw skin, and redness. If you are already physically exhausted from parenting or work, starting with a harsh prescription isn't necessary. Skipping that dramatic peeling phase is actually our goal. Because, let's be real, you already spend enough time peeling stickers off the floor. Your face shouldn't be one of them. You might wonder how to choose and where to buy these. Retinol and retinal usually come in serums or light creams, often paired with hydrating ingredients to reduce irritation. You can find excellent, doctor-approved options at drugstores from trusted brands like CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, or Naturium. Prices usually range from $15 to $30. Just remember to check the packaging, as they typically expire 6 to 12 months after opening. Vitamin A breaks down in sunlight. Look for products in opaque, airtight pump bottles rather than clear glass droppers, and keep them in a cool, dark drawer right under those 3 half-read books and the secret snack stash you're pretending doesn't exist. Now, before you pick your formula, we have to talk about safety for mums. This brings us to part 2, pregnancy and breastfeeding. You might wonder why a basic face cream from the drugstore has such a scary warning label. It really comes down to a medical rule, playing it as safe as possible. If you are pregnant, the rule is simple. You must completely avoid vitamin A. Even though very little absorbs through your skin, high oral doses of vitamin A are linked to birth defects. Because doctors cannot ethically test safety limits on pregnant women, it just isn't worth the risk. If you are breastfeeding, the medical guidelines relax. Studies show the amount of retinol that actually enters your bloodstream from a face cream is too low to impact your breast milk. Most clinical experts consider it safe for your face. Just make sure you never put it on your chest or anywhere your baby might touch. But, as always, run your routine by your doctor first. And if you are pregnant, you don't have to give up on glowing skin. You have amazing, doctor-approved alternatives. You can swap retinol for bakuchiol, a plant-based ingredient that boosts collagen safely. You can also use azelaic acid to clear up hormonal breakouts, or gentle lactic acid for a fresh, smooth glow. Once you know where you stand on safety, you might wonder how exhaustion changes the way your skin responds. This brings us to part 3, why stress wrecks your skin barrier. In your 30s and 40s, subtle shifts in hormones like estrogen can slow down cell turnover. This leaves your skin feeling dull, dry, or prone to sudden jawline breakouts. Naturally, you might reach for a strong treatment to wake your skin up. But here is the hidden problem. When you don't get deep sleep because of late-night feedings, a sick toddler, or just lying awake thinking about tomorrow's to-do list, your body floods with the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol actively strips away ceramides, which are the natural moisture fats that hold your skin barrier together. It is essentially the toddler of your hormone system, barging in, knocking over your moisture seal, and refusing to clean up. Applying a strong vitamin A product to skin weakened by high cortisol destroys that protective seal. Instead of getting a smooth glow, your skin leaks moisture, turns red, and feels raw. When you pause to notice how your face feels, that brings us to part 4, taking a truthful look at skin pain. If you are using a mild retinoid and feeling zero burning or peeling, congratulations, your routine is working. You do not need an angry purge to prove a product is building collagen. On the flip side, if your face stings when you put on basic lotion, stop. Pain is not a sign of progress. It is actually a sign of active inflammation, a clinical condition known as retinoid dermatitis. It means your moisture barrier is broken down and severely irritated. Your skin isn't working through the pain, it's just quietly filing a complaint against you. So how do you introduce or maintain vitamin A safely without damaging your delicate, stress-weary skin? That leads us straight into the lab report, a simple 3-step night routine. First, go slow. Start by applying a mild over-the-counter option, whether that's retinol with an O or retinol with an A, just 2 nights a week for the first 2 weeks. If your skin feels calm, move to every other night for weeks 3 and 4. Over 2 to 3 months, you can slowly work your way up to nightly use as tolerated. Consistency beats irritation every single time. Second, use the sandwich method. Put on a ceramide moisturizer first. Ceramides are naturally occurring fats that act like mortar between your skin cells, locking in moisture and blocking out irritation. Apply a layer of that ceramide moisturizer, then apply a pea-sized amount of your retinoid and cover it with a second layer of moisturizer. This cushions your skin so it absorbs the product without triggering inflammation. And third, cleanse gently and protect. Wash with a mild, non-stripping cleanser at night. When shopping at the drugstore, look for bottles labelled hydrating, gentle cream cleanser, or non-foaming lotion. These clean your skin without leaving it feeling tight or squeaky. And always apply a daily SPF 30 or higher in the morning to protect those fresh, plump skin cells from UV damage. You don't need a complex 10-step routine to take care of your skin, just one smart ingredient used gently. Take a deep breath, go easy on yourself, and let your skin rest tonight. Now, if you want to inspect the research before making your next drugstore run, let's open up the clinical bibliography. Here's the exact paper trail behind today's vitamin A and cortisol breakdown. Question 1. Why does stress make retinol burn? When you're stressed or low on sleep, your body floods with cortisol. Back in 2001, Dr. Garg and his research team proved that high cortisol stops your skin from making ceramides, the natural fats that hold your skin barrier together. Later, in 2014, researchers Chen and Liger showed that when this protective seal breaks, your skin loses moisture and becomes inflamed. So when you put on a strong active ingredient, it sinks straight into that raw, unprotected barrier and burns. Question 2. Does stinging mean your retinoid is working? Absolutely not. As Dr. Mukherjee pointed out in a 2006 clinical paper, stinging is just a sign of retinoid dermatitis, meaning your skin barrier is irritated, not improving. To fix this, leading dermatology authors like Dr. Leslie Bauman and Dr. Zoe Dralos recommend the sandwich method. You apply a layer of ceramide moisturizer first, add a pea-sized amount of retinoid, and cover it with a second layer of moisturizer. This simple buffer lets your skin absorb the product safely without triggering a painful flare-up. And that is our paper trail for today. Look, you don't need perfection when you have the science on your side. Now that we've decoded the data together, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss next week's breakdown. And make sure to check the episode description below. We've linked all the direct research, our socials, and the full protocol guides right there for you. Stay curious, Mama. This has been The Clinical She. Take care. We'll see you next week.